Hello, I'm inventor Dan Zen, and I would like to introduce HummingBird, Flash Parallax class. It lets you move your mouse around and have an item shift or float based on your mouse movement. HummingBird is available at hummingbirdflash.wordpress.com, and it's part of the Flash Feathers series of advanced interface classes, such as Tilt Technology, multi-touch, motion capture, multi-user, etc. HummingBird's quite a simple class. We'll take a look at what's in the download package here and take a look at the examples. The first one is just a menu structure done for a Dan Zen menu, and if we go Control Enter on that, there's the effect. So as I approach Inventor and come back down. By the way, these are hot, even though the mouse doesn't show a little finger. That's just the screen capture program. So that's the sort of more elegant flow of it. Now let's take a look at the Flutter one. This is making a noise that we aren't picking up on the screen capture, a little sort of fluttering hummingbird. You see how that seems a little bit like a hummingbird now? And there's the 3D parallax effect that we're getting. These are just a bunch of concentric circles shot all the way back in Z depth. And as we move, it follows. And hummingbird also gives the dampening on the cursor. Let's take a look at the code. This is the Dan Zen code. It's in the samples package that comes along with the samples. You'll need to import com.danzen.effects.hummingbird, and we provide a com folder that has Dan Zen effects and then hummingbird in it, and there's detailed instructions on how to put that in a class path. Once you import it, there's some information on hummingbird that you can expand and read if you want. Here's the constructor, and there's how you do it. The holder, the Dan Zen file over here has, this is a holder right here, and if we take a look, say double click into the holder and open up the library. There we go. I want to see the properties panel. So if I click on this one, it has a Z right here is available, a Z of 0, where the 1995 is a Z of 500, so that's going deeper into a page. And finally, the background there, if I can click it, here we go, the background has a Z of 1000. So the background will hardly shift. Now when I put that in and set it to 1000, it got really small, so then I had to set the scale of that. The scale's 287, whereas the scale of our front is probably just 100. So as it goes further back, you increase the scale, and then it all kind of comes together like this. And back in our code, that was all in the holder. And then we tell it to shift about 30 in the X, about 10 in the Y, that's less in the Y, 18 in the depth. So as I go up, it gets closer. As I go down, it gets farther away. And then here's the damping. This is how quickly the feature or the clip follows your mouse. If it's set to 1, it goes immediately and follows the mouse. If it's set to 0, it won't move at all. In Flutter, the same thing is happening here. There's our hummingbird. This time we've got a much bigger X and Y and Z movement. We still have the damping set the same. Now the holder is a bunch of, this is done with code this time, it's just a bunch of circles with its Z. Each time its Z is increased, it looks like a spacing of about 100, so each circle is 100 in depth, and I didn't change their scale. I left them kind of going off into the distance. So there's a little bit of extra code that dynamically creates that, but the hummingbird code is the same. Okay, I'm inventor Dan Zen. This has been a look at HummingBird and the code at hummingbirdflash.wordpress.com. One of the more simplest, probably the most simplest classes available in the feathers, flash feathers group at flashfeathers.wordpress.com. Have a great day.